All right, we're recording. Thank you so much for tuning in to my business seminar. This is Rob the Warrior Strategist out of San Diego, and today I'm going to be covering some basic strategies for multiple types of business structures. So most people have a business that is based upon either the sale of goods or the sale of services. And so believe it or not, the business strategies are different depending upon which one you have. So what I'm going to show you guys is two paths. One for services, one for goods, and then the most applicable strategy that is going to increase your sales for either one. A lot of people are very, very good at their businesses, but they're not sure how to market them. They're not sure how to increase their sales or to get more eyes upon their business. And so these are several strategies that can help people. Okay. So just jumping into this, we're going to cover both a service and a goods-based business. And then we're going to talk about the most important strategy for each one and some helpful tips for making sales happen organically. I'm not a big fan of ads. I'm not a big fan of SEO. And call me old school, but I feel like business and sales should be about connection. That's just the way I do business. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but works for me. All right, so let's jump into it. So what we have here is your service-based businesses, and here you have your goods-based businesses. Now, these are what we call the paths to purchase. It means what is the customer journey to go from seeing your stuff to actually making a sale. And so for a service-based business, the path looks like attract, connect, qualify, sell. Okay. For a goods-based business, attract and sell. And so you can see that just by delineating these two this way, that these steps for amplifying your sales have to be a little bit different, because a service-based sale is about connection, whereas a goods-based sale is about emotional attachment to your product, okay? So once you have that in mind, you can start formulating the strategy that's gonna help you to accomplish those goals depending on which business model you have. Okay. So here we have several strategies that are available to us. All of them have a certain level of value. We have media plan, social media plan, photography, onboarding process, and branding. Okay. Now, for both services and goods-based business, the media plan is important. I highly encourage all of you to try and get as many podcasts as you can, get in the newspaper, local news, get as many media interviews as you can. It never hurts to be interviewed and to get some media coverage of your company. It's also good for your brand positioning and your brand credibility. Social media plan, also very important. Getting the word out for your stuff, letting people know what it is that you do and what you're good at. All right. And then next, we're going to talk about the next part, which is going to be photography. And this has actually got a box around it because for a goods-based business, photography is everything. Photography is where people are going to make their emotional purchase. And photography is a lot more important for the goods-based business than it is for services, believe it or not, because you want people making impulse buys. You want them seeing your good, whatever it is. It could be a knife, it could be a cutting board, it could be food, whatever. But you need to invest in either someone that can do the photography for you or someone that can edit your photos to make them look amazing, okay? There is no excuse. It's 2020. We have access to very cheap technology. Your photographs of your goods have to be incredible to get people to buy spontaneously, okay? Now we move over to the onboarding process. Now for a goods-based business, there is no onboarding process, but for a service-based business, it is vital that you have an onboarding process. A lot of people don't understand what this term means. Onboarding process just means, how do you qualify a person to make that sale? Because you can't sell to everybody. Not everybody, if you're a service-based business, is going to need your services. And so an onboarding process can be as simplistic as a questionnaire. It can be a video interview, video call, phone call, whatever. But you have to answer two questions. You have to answer the question of, is your service the perfect fit for this person's problem? And can they afford you? Those are the two biggest things you have to ascertain during an onboarding process. So you need to take the time to get your onboarding process properly configured, okay, for attract, connect, qualify, and sell. And then last on here is branding. There are a lot of misnomers and misconceptions about branding. Your branding is the personality and culture of your business, okay? There are a bajillion businesses out there that do what you do. Your branding is what sets you apart and makes your business unique, okay? What does your business stand for? Does it support nonprofits? What are the views of it? What's the perception of it? What's the personality of it, okay? Branding is a lot more than having a website and having photos. A brand strategy means you are creating the perception of how people see your company and what the personality's like. You think about McDonald's, Nike, Apple, all these major companies, they have enormous brand strategies because people can tell you right away what they stand for through their use of imagery, colors, messaging, all this stuff. Branding is pretty important, not gonna lie. I've taken a branding course. It really helped the way that I was presenting myself. Definitely a good investment. So with that, I'm going to give you guys a couple of very basic tips that will definitely help you in sales. So if you're in services, learn how to talk about what it is that you do and what problem that you solve, okay? You can do this with Facebook posts. You can do this with videos. You can do this with, articles on LinkedIn, but be able to effectively communicate what problem you solve and how you solve it. If you have a goods-based business, focus on the photography, focus on the display, and make sure to celebrate the customer. Show them the value of purchasing your good, whatever it may be. And either one, for if you have a services or goods-based business, tell client success stories. Show photos of people working with you, show photos of them using your products, whatever. But client success stories are very big in getting future sales. All right, guys, hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can also talk to me on my main website. Sign up for your free 15-minute call at yournextlevelofsuccess.com. And I will talk to you soon. It's Rob, the Warrior Strategist, signing off.